Welcome you all to this video lecture. I am G. Thankam, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics from Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. I am handling the subject Physics for Information Science with the subject code PH8252. In this video lecture, I am going to discuss about the P-type semiconductor. So already we have seen the types of semiconductors, that is intrinsic semiconductor. And in the extrinsic semiconductor, we have discussed about the N-type semiconductor and its variation. Now we are moving to P-type semiconductor. So course outcome of this topic. After successful completion of this topic, the students will be able to explain about the P-type semiconductor. To study about this, first you should know the definition for this P-type semiconductor. So to form this P-type semiconductor, some impurity should be added with the pure semiconductor. So P-type semiconductor is also an extrinsic semiconductor. So extrinsic means impure. So we have to add impurity with the pure semiconductor. So you can see this diagram. In this we have silicon atom Si. With this silicon, aluminium is added. So here this aluminium is an impurity. For silicon atom, we have 4 valence bond that is shown in this diagram, that is in the red color. Around the silicon, we have red color balls. That red color balls are electron. For aluminium, around this aluminium, we have green balls. They are electrons for the aluminium. So in this green ball means we have how many balls in this aluminium? 3 green balls. So the valency of this aluminium is 3. But for silicon, the valency is 4. So between the silicon, we have a covalent bond. The bond is shown in this diagram in blue color. So in between two silicon, we have a blue color line. That line represents covalent bond. Now, when an aluminium is added with this pure semiconductor, so we have an aluminium at the center. This aluminium is forming covalent bond with the silicon. But for aluminium, we have only 3 electrons, that is in green color. So one electron deficiency is there for the formation of covalent bond. So we have a vacancy in that position. That means we have a empty space in that position. So when we have a vacancy or empty space, we are saying that as a hole. So when there is a vacancy means what will happen? The silicon atom, around the silicon atom, we have electrons. This atom, that electron will try to come to this hole position. So there will be a movement of electrons towards aluminium. And from the aluminium, the holes are moving towards the silicon. So they are moving in opposite direction. Just like that, when you are adding another one aluminium, that aluminium also have 3 valence electron. So that 3 valence electron will form a covalent bond with the silicon. So one place will be an empty space in the covalent bond. That empty space will create a hole. So just like that, when you are adding this aluminium with the silicon, more number of holes will be created. So when the number of holes get increased, what you are saying? The charge carriers or positive charge carrier, because the number of holes increases means it becomes positive. That's why we are calling it as a P-type semiconductor. In this we are saying this aluminium as a trivalent element because the valency is 3. So we are getting P-type semiconductor when a trivalent impurity is added with the pure semiconductor, we will get a P-type semiconductor. Next we are going to see the energy level diagram for this P-type semiconductor, just like the N-type semiconductor. For the P-type semiconductor, we are adding some trivalent element. This trivalent element is called as an acceptor because this acceptor is accepting electrons from the silicon. So previously I said about that one. When this aluminium, when an empty space is there means from the silicon, one electron is moving towards the aluminium's empty space. So this aluminium is accepting that electron. So when it is moving from first silicon atom, electron is moving from its position to aluminium means this aluminium is accepting that electron. So we are calling this aluminium as a acceptor. So we have an acceptor energy level EA that is just nearer to the valence band. This EA is called acceptor level, and in between this valence band and conduction band we have a gap. That gap is called energy gap. From the valence band, this acceptor level accepts the electron. That's why it is called as an acceptor. So that's all about the p-type semiconductor. Thank you.